First Alert meteorologist Patrick P. Kind of a dreary night out there tonight, Patrick, but looking to be a much better weekend.
Yeah, things are going to get a whole lot brighter as we head through the next 24 hours, and then heading into the weekend, it's even going to get better. Temperatures are going to trend warmer each afternoon. Got to deal with chilly mornings, but that is a hallmark of the season of fall. You get these cold fronts that push through, and they make temperatures cooler. That's why they're called cold fronts. And we're dealing with some lingering clouds with this one because we have an east breeze at the surface, and that's why temperatures have been hanging out where they are. They've been at 55 degrees at Hartsville-Jackson since earlier this afternoon. Not much of a change. Light wind out there right now at 5 miles per hour. That's going to help us out a little bit. Basically, the scenario that we have right now, typically you'd see a whole lot of fog out there. There may be some patchy areas of fog, but we're not expecting dense fog because we have a nice breeze through the overnight. Temperatures will slide to the upper 40s as we kickstart the morning, and we're looking at those clouds gradually breaking as we get closer to lunchtime, and sunshine really will dominate the second half of the day, which will allow for the atmosphere to trend a little bit warmer. So we get past the chill of the morning. We're still at 51 degrees around 9 o'clock, getting to 60 around lunchtime and hanging out in the mid 60s for the bulk of the afternoon. That forecast high near 65 will happen at 4, and then we trend cooler as we head towards the second half of the day. I know a lot of folks are going to probably leave work, go straight to happy hour tomorrow. Probably a good idea to at least have some sleeves, as those numbers will be chilly as we head into the evening. Your weekend forecast looks great. A lot of sunshine embedded here, but the mornings are going to be chilly, but the afternoons will trend warmer and more comfortable. 68 degrees for a high on Saturday, and we're actually getting to 70 on Sunday, so that will be a win. As we head into Monday, though, we'll see a few more clouds starting to build into the region, and then we're watching areas to the west. You could already start to see some showers moving across the Mississippi River Valley. That's going to be out ahead of our next weather maker, which is going to bring a chance for some scattered showers our way Tuesday. And I mentioned this earlier that I do believe that the bulk of the heavy moisture, the yellows, the reds, that looks to stay to the south of most of our area. We could still get some lighter showers across portions of North Georgia, but it really looks like we're going to miss out on the good stuff if you were looking for more rain. Nonetheless, the forecast looks magnificent as we head through the next couple of days. Seasonably warm as we push into Saturday, Sunday, getting into the 70s. Clouds build by Monday, and then we're going to be watching for that chance for showers right now. Tuesday, not looking like a first alert weather day, but we'll watch to see if some of that heavy rain moves a little bit as we get more data in. We do expect that moisture to stick around, though, through Wednesday into Thursday, keeping that rain chance through the second half of the work week. Temperatures gradually falling to the lower 60s as we round out Thursday. Now, we're keeping an eye on the tropics. Tropical Storm Sara has intensified just a little bit this evening. Those winds now up to 45 miles per hour, still moving due west at 10, really just hugging the border of Honduras and lacerating these folks with heavy downpours, torrential rain, and gusty winds. This is forecast to continue its westward drift and then shift more towards the northwest, eventually making its way towards Belize and then crossing the Yucatan, eventually emerging in the Gulf of Mexico. Our in-house models bringing us some good news here. This isn't going to bring us impacts locally, but if you do have plans to travel to portions of the western shores of Florida, you'll want to keep an eye. They could get some rain from this next week.